Welcome back to Physical Therapy Mnemonics. Welcome back to me. I just finished my first year of med school, so I can be with you guys again. Lying down in bed, I realized that I now have the courage to voice over my videos, or rather, use TTS to voice over my videos because I don't have a good mic. Story time. I felt that this video, remember the Ranchos Los Amigos levels of cognitive function forever, was going to be a hit since there are no mnemonics on it even when I was a broke undergrad. So, pull up your raw scales or click on the notes in the description below so you can follow along. The Ranchos Los Amigos scale is used to describe a patient's level of cognition and level of assistance needed to do daily activities as they recover from their injury. Here is a boy named Nigel mumbling, ah. He is confused as puck, P instead of F for censorship, 3 pies for intense confusion. We'll know later what they stand for. Let's start with Nigel. Nigel encompasses levels 1 to 3, all requiring total assistance. Ni is level 1. Ni stands for no response, nil, negative. Whatever stimulus you use, there is no response. G is for generalized response. Regardless of the stimulus, the response is the same. Non-specific, inconsistent, and non-purposeful responses. L for localized response. The response is specific to the stimulus or localized, can follow simple commands, and can recognize the faces of loved ones. Those were the first 3 levels for Nigel. Now let us describe him. Nigel is confused. That's how he shows his confusion. Is confused, agitated. Level 4. When you're agitated, you are very active, always moving around, attempting to remove tubes or restraints. There is absent short-term memory, and the patient needs maximal assistance. Level 5 is confused and appropriate, non-agitated. A keyword for this level is external cues. They need external cues to use objects for their ADLs, to perform previously learned tasks, and to converse on a social, automatic level for a short time. Because these patients always need cueing, there should always be someone by their side to help them, hence, they need maximal assistance. Level 6 is an improvement from Level 5. If Level 5 was heavy on cueing, in Level 6 it is moderate assistance to supervision, depending on the task. At this level, patients need supervision while relearning old tasks like self-care. They demonstrate carryover of skills for relearn familiar tasks, require moderate assistance to problem solve and overcome barriers to complete them. When learning new things, they need maximum supervision, albeit they cannot retain nor apply their new learnings. They have an emerging awareness of appropriate responses to personal and basic needs, and can consistently follow simple directions. Lastly, their remote memory or long-term memory is more detailed than recent memory. We are now down to A. Level 7 is Level 6, but with minimal assistance. We can remember this easily just by looking at the name, automatic appropriate. Now let us associate automatic with a robot. Just like how a robot is programmed to do tasks, a person classified as Level 7 on the RLA scale carries out and completes tasks they are familiar with, but when you ask them what they were doing, they cannot recall what it was. A robot is programmed to carry out tasks in a very specific way, so if we want it to slightly change its programming, or make it do something new, we can insert a new code into its programming. For our patients, that means needing minimal assistance to modify and accomplish familiar tasks and learn new things. Robots lack the higher brain functions that people have, so continuing with our analogy, under Level 7, our patients tend to be unaware of other people's needs and feelings. They also tend to be oppositional and are unable to recognize inappropriate social behavior. Alright, we're down to F, which substitutes P in purposeful. We have 3 purposeful levels, differing in the level of assistance the patient needs. The first one is purposeful, appropriate standby assistance. If in Level 7, our patient was robot-like, now they can initiate and modify their tasks on their own with assistance on standby. They may also use memory-assistive devices to support ADLs. They also display awareness of other people's emotions and appropriate social behavior. However, the patients themselves may experience emotional challenges such as depression, irritability, low frustration tolerance, and argumentativeness. The next is still purposeful appropriate. but with standby assistance on request, meaning that they have more autonomy to call for help when they feel that they need it. At level 9, they can multitask independently for at least 2 consecutive hours. Emotional traits are more pronounced compared to level 8. They can do the tasks mentioned in level 8, but with more autonomy in deciding when they will ask for help. Finally, we have level 10, purposeful, appropriate, modified independence. The patient is completely independent, provided that the tasks are modified. Modifications may be increased time to accomplish tasks, assistive devices, environmental modifications that structure a place to aid in completion of a task, or other compensatory strategies. Patients at this level can handle multiple tasks concurrently and estimate their abilities so they can adjust the tasks accordingly. The individual responds empathetically to others and manages assistive memory devices, but might experience periodic depression, irritability, and low frustration tolerance, especially when unwell or fatigued. As a quick recap, the Ranchos Los Amigos is easily remembered as Nigel is confused AF, Level 1 Nia is no response to any stimulus, Level 2 G is a generalized response, nonspecific and inconsistent. Level 3L is a localized response, specific to a stimulus. Nigel is confused agitated at level 4, highly active and agitated. Level 5 is confused inappropriate, needing external cues. Level 6 requires moderate assistance to supervision, with emerging awareness. Level 7 is automatic appropriate, with minimal assistance, carrying out tasks robotically. Level 8 and 9 are purposeful appropriate, with increasing autonomy in asking for help. Lastly, level 10 is purposeful appropriate modified independence, fully independent with task modifications. That's all, guys. I hope this video helped you. Keep safe. Don't be sedentary. This is Physical Therapy Mnemonics. Thank you.